Stars, Carol Radziwill calls out Bethany Frankel for giving away used makeup. Quote, "Stop this nonsense." Now that's a Maxinista. Carol Radziwill slammed Bethany Frankel for giving away used makeup, accusing her fellow Bravo celebrity of having, quote, "a white savior complex." Oh my God. A Bravo fan shared a TikTok on Twitter of Frankel visiting TJ Maxx, writing, quote, "Bethany going to TJ Maxx and giving the employees her opened, once used makeup as a gift," before quoting, quote, "Nobody wants your used makeup, lady," and asking fans for their thoughts. The original TikTok creator captioned the footage, "Am I wrong? Some rich people feel so entitled." Frankel, 52, explained on camera that she had opened up and tried the makeup, but insisted it was still all brand new. So is it brand new when you go and you put down your credit card or money and you buy a palette from Sephora? Is it new if somebody opened it and used it once? Is once brand new? Or is it just good enough for the help? Is it good enough for the pores? While shopping for designer discount duds at the chain store, Frankel showed off the items she bought to give the TJ Maxx employee who, quote, compliments her purchases. Could it not be that every TJ Maxx employee or retail counter person praises your customer? They're nice to you. You're not friends because you didn't know her name. They're, quote, "They're all things that have been opened once and not used." Well, then how could you test them if you didn't use them? "But they're good and fancy and expensive," the Skinny Girl founder insisted while trying to give the items to an employee, Consuela, who said she's not supposed to accept any gratuity or gifts according to company policy. Radziwill responded to the controversial TikTok by tweeting, "Who sent this to me? LOL, I mean, stop this nonsense," unquote. Quote, "So much to unpack, but I'm not getting paid to do this any longer," the Real Housewives of New York alum continued before writing. But here, one word, #white savior complex. And it seems like Carol Radziwill is right on the money. Why didn't this Bethany character seek out a person not of color, a person not at work? If it's so wonderful, give it to your daughter. If it's so wonderful, a neighbor. If it's so wonderful, why not give it to someone at your house of worship, down the block, who works for you? I don't know, but to corner this woman on camera at a store where her hands are tied, she has to be courteous to you, and her no wasn't enough. But white savior complex, it's exactly the right. That was the note that I think Bethany was trying to strike. Me, rich white lady, you poor woman of color at your job, right? It didn't even seem like Consuela was that interested in wearing a lot of makeup, right? It was just a strange set of choices to run up on this poor woman with her camera, going and insisting that she take a gift, right? It put Consuela in the position of having to act rude and really toe that company line. But white savior complex, wow, I'm going to have to spend some time thinking about that, because I do believe, Bethany's personal financial fortunes have shifted over her life, but there's something very seductive in the sort of lore of being a rich white woman. You're not going to be rich and white as good if you do it with a white woman, right? You got to find some poor person of color. The person of color part is what makes it so cinematic, so ready for your TikTok. So, oh my God, I'm so helpful. I'm so generous giving you something I don't want. My family doesn't want it, but don't you want it because, I used it, but it's just, here's this ice cream. I licked it. It's good. You can have it. You have nothing. I assume because you A, have a job, B, or a person of color, or C, you're not me. Is that what's going on? Yikes. White savior complex. Wow, I'm gonna have to look into this Carol Radziwill. She seems like one to watch. Woo, the truth hurts. Ouch.